Hey y'all, welcome back to InDFlix. Episode 8 officially proved that the biggest threat in this villa isn't even the bombshells anymore. It's the uncertainty because nobody knows what America is thinking. People are questioning their connections, and some of these islanders are playing with fire. Let's get into this mess. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave your comments down below because we have a lot to talk about. So our episode picks right back up after that conversation between Sincere and Melanie, where he told Melanie that he was feeling soul and they shared a few kisses. And Melanie has her own conversation with Aniya about what took place and just basically how like she doesn't know what to do. She's upset, he's interested in this girl. And now she just feels like she has to, basically fight for her man. But she's trying not to react as strong. And you can kind of tell in her body language, like she does want to go off. Like she wants to go off. And I think she's maybe like starting to feel like, okay, I did my stuff or whatever. So now, you kind of can see, but it's hitting her like, look, my actions, there's consequences. My man, he's looking somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like, and she's still unsure if he fully wants to explore the girl. So, I don't know. Melanie has a lot of self-evaluation she needs to do, self-work she needs to do if she truly wants this thing to work out with Sincere. Sincere also has conversations with the boys just about that whole conversation with Melanie, where he's feeling right now. Like he's torn in between the two. He has Melanie, who he has this day one attraction with, and they've been together since the start of the entire thing. And then here comes Soul, where there's obviously chemistry. It's more than sexual. We see their conversation, so he's torn in between the two. But he knows, I hope, that he eventually will have to make a decision at some point. Like, yes, you are on this island. We've said it plenty of recaps before. You're on this island to explore. You're supposed to do that, especially being an OG and moving through it while people come in. You're supposed to explore each and every person, but also do it with intent, right? Like we're not just doing it because there's a body here and that's what we can do. It has to have some intention behind the exploring. So he has a lot to figure out as well. Kenzie has a conversation with Corbin and basically she tells him that she kissed Caleb. Girl, the way Corbin reacted tells me all that I need to know. That boy does not care, Kenzie. And she's over here talking about, I never had a roster before. Oh, you have a roster? He even said that. He's like, oh, you got a roster? You don't have a roster, sweetheart. Yes, you may have two guys that are interested in you, but I feel like this was like clear for me. Like her expressing how she felt about Caleb and, them sharing a kiss and Corbin's reaction to it. Like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. I always felt like he picked Kenzie because it was the safe choice to keep him here. But Corbin wants to do what he wants to do. Like, and I feel like we all know, and we'll get into a little bit later, of who he may truly want to be, involved with here. So Kenzie, like, calm down. Maybe she's not used to, all, the male attention, because she's not getting all the male attention, and she definitely made it obvious that Caleb is her type. So I don't know. I don't understand what her confusion is. Like, you said Caleb's your type. That's who you want to be with. Just keep it real with Corbin. Quick update on Trinity and Bryce's relationship. They're still growing strong. I do feel like out of all the couples in the villa, they are one of the strongest. And I guess Bryce is having thoughts of Trinity not really being into him, but I feel like she's verbalizing it enough, and she also is telling him, like, I want more affection, like be more affectionate with me, because it is giving more friendly vibes when I watch them. So I think more of the holding, the kissing, the touching, she's seeing the other couples, and this is natural to do. Like, they naturally compare themselves amongst the other couples in the villa because you guys are living together. So she just feels like we need to speed up the pace a little bit. Mr. Gabriella. So he sits Beatrice down and basically tells her that he made out with both the bombshells. And this catches her off by surprise. Now, unbeknownst to him, I don't feel like either bombshell was into it. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, we already know. Soul said it. She was like, she was turned off by the kiss. And Jen didn't look too excited about it either. But he feels like the man. And he expresses this, he tells Beatrice, he's like, look, I want to be upfront and honest with you and let you know, like, I did, make out with both of them or whatever. And she's kind of caught off guard. Like, yes, I feel like she's okay with him exploring. But I've been noticing in just the history of Love Island, I guess when you're in a couple with someone and you have like clear understandings of where you are and they're okay with you exploring, they don't want you to cross that boundary of like the physical outside of challenges, because that's more of where Bay's frustration was coming from. Like, why are you doing this outside of the challenges where you have that open opportunity to do all that kissing and all that other stuff. So I'm starting to learn that, because at first I'm like, well, what's the problem with people kissing? Y'all all kiss a whole bunch of people, but maybe there's like a hidden rule in the villa. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But she's not feeling it. She's not feeling it. And honestly, I want to be like, girl, it's okay, because neither one of them seem interested in him, in my opinion. He's such a cornball. Like, he even went over to the guys like, oh yeah, I kissed both bombshells, blah, 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 blah. And they laughed about it. And I'm just like, this is so immature. Like, who cares? Like, does that make you feel like you the man of the villa because you kissed two new girls? Like, they're bombshells. They're going to kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was Corbin doing all the time? Oh, can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss? Like, that's what they come in here to do, to shake things up. Like, you ain't leave your mark, my mans. And then Bea also tells the girls, that he kissed the bombshell. So they're all like, what? Like, what is going on? And then Melanie also comes around and shares her news that Sincere kissed Soul. And all the ladies are in an uproar. Then Kenzie comes and says that she kissed Caleb. Like, I'm sorry. I was watching this episode and I'm like, is this High School Musical? Why is this give high schoolish? Like, who cares? Who cares? And where's the decorum? Like, nobody keeps anything to themselves. Like, it's okay to share maybe one or two things, but a kiss, it's not that deep. Especially when y'all all been swapping spit since day one. It's really not that deep. Now, what is deep is what y'all be doing that night. Cause Kenzie, what is this? Like, I know y'all ain't sleep. There ain't no way. And I don't know anybody that bites their finger in the middle of their sleep. Yeah, we've all seen the show, right? Like, we know there's cameras in their bedrooms. We know the night vision goes on. Can we at least go under the covers? Like, come on. We got families watching, right? Like, your family's watching, your friends. Don't nobody want to see all that. And Kenzie, I'm all about Caleb. But girl, I'm seeing Corbin here, child. Before we get into this next day drama, because it was drama filled, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am coming at y'all with videos almost on the daily of these recaps, and you don't want to miss it, right? So look, Melanie over here trying to be sneaky and trying to get an understanding of what's going on between Soul and Sincere. She's even trying to go through the other bombshell, Jen, like, hey, like, like, how you feeling, Sincere? Jen's like, not my type, not interested. She's like, oh, well, so interested. Girl, mind your business. Or ask her directly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't trust what your man is saying, which we'll see later on, his word is not bond, like, maybe that should be all your indication right there. Like, this ain't it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not be sneaky around it. Our bromance has a conversation where Bryce is expressing to Zach basically his thoughts about Trinity and how it's the immaturity talk. He feels like she's just being a little immature, and that, he doesn't like that she's comparing them to the other couples. And Zach's actually co-signing this, which is weird to me. I don't think what Trinity's asking for is a lot. I don't think it shows immaturity at all. I think it's just a natural thing. Um, and she's been riding, and Zach feels like she's coasting. She could be. She could be coasting and waiting for somebody else. But honestly, y'all, we on episode 8 now. I actually feel like she's really interested in him. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But it's starting to come off like, yo, Bryce actually really might be Trinity's type. You know? So we'll have to see. I don't know if Bryce is starting to like warm this up for him to like bow out, peacefully. But that's what it's kind of giving. And I'm scared for my girl Trinity because I really like her. Like, she brings the fun and the light into the villa, which is definitely needed. So we're gonna have to see. Our beautiful soul is having a conversation with Jen about her connection with Sincere. Meanwhile, Sincere and Melanie are having their whole tick for tat back and forth. So Melanie is not over the fact of Sincere wanting to explore soul. Like, she's trying to get understanding. And I did not agree with this conversation at all because it almost comes off very like forceful. Like, she wants him, she's basically giving him an ultimatum in this whole conversation. She's asking him like, look, do you still want to explore her? Yes or no? And I wish Sincere would man up and be like, yes. But instead he says no. He's like, no, I just really like what we got going on. Da, da, da. And Melanie's like, look, I can't deal with, if you go with her, like, it's not like it's gonna be over for me. Like, if you hurt me, like, I'm gonna be done with like doing the absolute most. And Soul and Jen are sitting across the way watching this, and Soul's like, I wonder what they're talking about. And you would think the man that you're actually connecting with is like being real with her, but he's not. He's over here basically he is gaslighting the heck out of Melanie. No, nah, baby, nah. I just want you. I just want to focus on you. I don't want to explore. She's also asking him like not to kiss her anymore. Like, I don't. Are y'all gonna keep kissing? Is that gonna be a thing? He's like, no, like, it's not. Like, I just want to focus on you. Like, I don't understand. It's so much harder to make up a lie than just to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? And there's cameras, babe. There's cameras. So you telling her one thing, we're all gonna see you do the opposite. Like, we're all gonna see that. Let's think, y'all. Let's think. And Melanie, you shouldn't even have to do this with nobody. Like, it should be, this is what it is. If you show me something differently, I'ma bow out. Like, it was good. It was not, it was cool while it lasted. I'm gonna let you do you so I can do me. Simple. We shouldn't be fighting and chasing this hard after someone we just met a week ago. Never. So Melanie tells her girls the conversation that she had with Sincere. And Sincere also tells the guys the same thing. But he also, in the same breath, tells the guys that he's still interested in Soul. And none of that was communicated with Melanie. Y'all, since this is real Sincere is standing up. Like, that question during that one challenge about him being in a relationship but still entertaining other females, we are seeing it live happen. He's talking about that he doesn't do that anymore. Lies. Because you're still doing it, babe. We're watching you do it. You're doing it as we speak. And this is worse because both women are in the same house. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Like, oh my, yeah. And I wish at this point, when this was all happening, I already voted. So I can tell y'all my vote. I did pair Soul, the new bombshell, with Sincere because I thought, their connection, it could be something. But now I'm like, dang, I want to change it. I wish I could change it. I don't want her to be with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's toxic. Yes, Melanie got some little toxic traits, but like, Sincere, to me, he's the problem. So can KC and Aniya have their conversation again about what transpired. And they're also another couple I see is growing. They're expressing their likes for each other. They already in matching swimsuits. And I'm here for it. So just quickly, I just wanted to recap them. Aniya is falling for the kid. And I hope he is too. But something just It's making me nervous. I don't know. I don't know. It's just the uncertainty of the unknown going forward because we know there's more bombshells. There's Casa Amor. There's so much that can happen. It's almost too good to be true. So, but I do wish Aniya and Casey explored other people. Like don't, lock in so fast with each other because both of them are very attractive persons in the villa. Like, and they probably have options too, but they stick in side by side. So y'all let me know. Like, are y'all just cool with Casey and Aniya just kind of being separate off to themselves, or do y'all want to see more from them? So Sincere takes Soul into Soul Ties. And you know what that's going to do. Put Melanie in a tizzy. And she don't know what to do. She is nervous. She's like, look, I just had this conversation with this man. And he said he wasn't going to do it. And then boom. He pulls her. They go out to Soul Ties. They're having fun. They're laughing. They're having good conversations. Because I genuinely think that he likes her. He likes her. You just see, I feel like I see more of his personality when he's with Soul. And what do? They share a kiss. So after this man just told Melanie, oh no, I'm not kissing her. Oh no, 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 I'm not going to explore that connection. I'm all about you. Turns around and explores that connection and kisses her. Does the exact opposite within the same day. I don't even know if this was just an hour, right? It was, yeah, this was mess. So I think what Melanie did to keep her mind off of Sincere and what he's doing, she actually pulled Corbin. And they actually have a good conversation. And I already felt like, I'm going to be honest, when Corbin came in, I thought this made the most sense. I was so surprised when he had the choice to couple up with someone. He didn't pick Melanie. Like, yes, she was dang thirsty when he came in, but look at them, right? Like they look like they go together. And I guess they're both interested. Like she's saying he's her type. He's saying she's his type. He does his famous Corbin line, "Can I get a kiss?" She declines because she wants some respect for Kenzie and have that conversation with her beforehand because they're cool, they're friends. But this isn't the first time Melanie has done this with one of her friends. Remember, she did the same thing with Aniya about KC and wanted to explore that, which granted you're here to do. And there was nothing between Melanie and KC, and now here's what she's close with Kenzie. She's doing the same thing with Corbin, one of her connections. But she wants to have that conversation. She doesn't want to share anything. She wants it actually to be a genuine kiss and not just a let's just kiss just a kiss. But this could be some potential if she would get over Sincere. I can actually see Corbin and Melanie working out if it's full on, I'm done with Sincere. He can do his own thing. Kind of like how it was 2 seasons ago with Leah and Rob. Like I think it took Leah a while to get over Rob. And then Miguel came in. And then it was like, who's Rob after that? Which loved that for her. Like I think she made an amazing choice. The same thing can work out with Melanie, but it may just take some time. And the time is not right now because Melanie talks to Aniya and she notices Sincere is still up there talking to Soul. And now the wheels are spinning. Like, what is going on? This man is playing in my face. And she does what any woman does. She's trying to be in that man's face. Like, tell me what's going on. What's happening here? Like, you telling me one thing and showing me something else. So she tries to march her way back up there. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I kind of wanted to see it. Because maybe that needs to happen. Because he's doing things. He's doing things behind closed doors. He's telling you one thing, he's doing another, and he's probably telling the same thing to Soul and doing another. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we need to approach this head on, the three of us, because it's the three of us in this love triangle. But KC stops her in her track. He's like, look, you don't want to come off crazy because that's just gonna push him away even more, which I don't necessarily agree with because he's not being real. I don't know because again he's telling the guys something differently than what he's telling Melanie. So the guys are thinking that Melanie is probably in the know of him wanting to explore Soul and let him do that, but that's not what he's telling Melanie. Granted, Melanie is trying to force that out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if he's scared of her response or, again, he just wants both women. So he's trying to keep both appeased. But, but they stop her in her track. She doesn't, go up there to confront which leaves her obviously emotional. And then to make matters worse, Kenzie hears from Kada that, Corbin and Melanie have their conversation and Corbin asks for a kiss. And that turns Kenzie off. Like, now she's mad and upset. Like, what's going on? Why is he even trying to do that? Why is she as my friend? She just feels like, now that Kenzie feels like Melanie's trying to get her get back at Sincere, but using her man to do it. And you know what? That might be true, but Kenzie, remember, you got a roster, babe. So it shouldn't really be that serious for you. You and Corbin just got coupled up together not too long ago. And it just looks like, oh gosh, she about to treat this man just like she treats Zach. Over nothing. But, they try to tell her, like, look, she said no, but she don't want to hear it. Like, she's off it. She's not rocking with either one of them at the moment. So we're into the following night, and, Love Island doesn't tell us the results because apparently the app crashed. So we just get more conversations. Melanie and Kenzie have a conversation about the whole Melanie and Corbin thing. And she just tells her, like, look, we're both interested in each other. We do want to explore each other. He did ask for a kiss. I did say no because I wanted to talk to you. And Kenzie's like, obviously upset. She doesn't like it. And she tells her, like, this is not a fair. Like, you're one of my closest girls. I feel like you're not trying hard enough with Sincere. Like, what do you mean she's not trying hard enough? And Melanie says, like, what else am I supposed to do? Like, Sincere is doing what he wants to do. I need to do what I need to do, too. And Kenzie might be doing that because she just wants to feel safe. Like, dang, like, this might put me in a vulnerable situation. But, girl, let it go. Let it go. She's like, oh, you don't pull the friend card. I wouldn't do that to you. But, y'all, this is Love Island. Everybody should be doing everything. Everybody should be doing everything and anyone. Go ahead. Do it. Please. Pull Sincere. I might crash out, but, it's the name of the game. That's what it is. So, I don't know where this might lead their friendship, especially if Melanie does truly, fully explore Corbin. Now, the weirdest conversation of them all was with Bryce and Sincere when Bryce is contemplating about furthering a conversation with Kada. So he's with Trinity. He originally wanted Kada at the start. Remember, but Kada, was like sidestepping him when he was trying to like push up on her while she was making out with Zach. It was just an awkward situation. But Bryce, what are you thinking? Like, that girl don't want you. You know that. You may be, yes, interested. And you tried. Like, y'all went on a date, but she still chose Zach. So that should have been, and I don't think she ever gave him any inkling, like, we could still see if there's something. No. And then why break up a happy home? And that's your man's. That is your man's. And you see they are both very happy amongst each other. Bryce, this wasn't good. This was not a cool call. So Bryce takes Zach and lets him know, like, hey, I kind of want to have a conversation with Kada. And Zach laughs. And that was the exact reaction we all had, Zach. Zach has no worries about it. He's like, okay, yeah, sure, go for it. But, like, he knows. He knows his girl ain't going to be for it. And it's weird. It's weird. And I'm glad he laughed in his face about it because, Bryce, that was dumb. That was a truly dumb decision you did, all because your girl wants more affection. Well, those are my thoughts, y'all. The public vote is going to shock someone. One connection is about to completely fall apart, and somebody who's been moving messy might finally face the consequences. Y'all let me know down below. Are Melanie and Sincere officially done? Do you think Casey and Aniya are becoming your favorites? And who do you think America is backing? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back because we're covering all the Love Island chaos right here on InDFlix. And I'll see y'all in the next recap.